life at risk. And
Look,
come on, don't do that.
Come on.
Don't do that, man.
I think some people, they are just, attention seekers.
Right?
Let's just put it that
Wait,
way.
wait.
How do you explain this?
You might have to go about it again. I mean, what did he do?
He actually
Climbed a 33
kV high tension pole.
Okay. Look, you know what? Listening to us right now, nothing should make you try this at home. Don't even think about it, right?
Don't try this at home. Not even the market, office,
Not
playground, wherever it is. Don't even try it.
All right, don't try it. Talking about something that we should try this time. That will be us going into the dailies now and bringing you the front page of Nigerian newspapers ASAP. All right, got a couple of dailies right here, right in front of us, staring at us, and we're staring right back. Okay, time. Now let's get into it now. The big story: October 1 protest. Ooh, why is it the protest opening the big story for the Punch newspaper? Well, I don't know if you ask me, but then it's got this very screaming headline: Policeman flashpoints APC opposition clash. Oh, page 2 is carrying the story now. It's got just one writer to it. State police commands deploy teams. Organizers insist on rally as PDP LP berate APC. All right, now away from that, looking at the base of the Punch newspaper now, you will see Nigeria at 64. Hey, okay, that's something good. Obasanjo Akpabio SGF service chiefs grace Thanksgiving service. Oh, that's Sunday. Yeah, that's right. Anyways, that's something, right? The federal government raises teams to avert ASU strike. Oh, that's not going to be nice, though. Page 9 is carrying that one away from page 9 to pages 4 and 5, and for some reason it has a background that is red, but then is written in white, so I want to believe that is something good. It says, police begin probe as lion kills keeper in Obasanjo library. Now, that's not good. Okay, so let's go to this one here. It's still on page 8. Oh, I've got sharp eyes. You've got sharp eyes. We've got sharp eyes.
I should have stopped drinking, Gary.
Wow. Talk about me visiting now. Right, but anyways, let's see this one. It says Constitution Amendment. Regional government tops 56 memoranda to National Assembly. Okay, regional government has been a long time coming. Remember when this first started? It came aboard on the front pages. The presidency now quickly came out and said, no, there's nothing like that. But later on, we discovered that there was a bill that was sent to the president for assenting. And right now, of course, you know the story. But just to the side of the Punch newspaper banner now, we see this one on page 44. It says, I have surpassed the tractor's 8-year achievements. Fubera is saying that one. Okay, take it to the top, take it to the peak, take it to the apogee, take it to the zenith, the very height of it. I'm talking about page 13 or page 23 now. Naira for crude deal begins Tuesday. Tinubu panel is putting that together. And to page 2, it says 17 governors raise minimum wage panels. Okay, this conversation is still trending. And to this one, it's going to be the last one, and it will be found on page 8. It says Cameroon Dam Nema crew monitors Niger Benue rivers. That'll be all.
All right, having said that, let's quickly move on now to the Daily Trust newspaper.
Right.
Well, the Daily Trust newspaper is leading differently this morning. It says residents NAF disagree as air strike kills scores in Kaduna. Well, this comes with 3 riders underneath it. The first one here says 23 worshippers among victims. This is coming from the locals now.
That's not good.
The second one says state government silent. The third writer says we only hit a terrorist base. That statement now is credited to the Air Force. You get details of that this morning on page 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper. And just above the major headline right there on the front page, you see this one here talking about local government poll uncertainty in Rivers PDP as Fubara's allies defect to APP. All right, and then Constitution review, that's the kicker. Northern, Southern senators disagree on regionalism. Well, this one here says Media Trust. I mean, talking about Daily Trust now. Donate 10 million naira to Maiduguri flood victims. We're not really supposed to, mention that, but of course, I mean it's a service to humanity.
Yeah,
so it's just, a step in the right direction.
Exactly.
And right, this one here says bandits abduct NURTW chair. health workers, 3 kids in Kaduna. Details this morning on the Daily Trust newspaper. And then property burnt as tanker explodes in Bayelsa. A very sad one there.
Very sad.
Federal government hands over 64 CNG buses to Labour and also NANS, talking about the National Association of Nigerian Students right there. And this one here says heart diseases spike, fuel sudden death in Nigeria. And right underneath it says experts identify causes and proffer solutions. Right, you get details this morning on page 3 of the Daily Trust newspaper.
That's right.
And you know what? I think the question that would actually come to mind at this point would be, how often do you go to the hospital to get
check
checked?
your heart, check yourself.
Yeah, check your heart and
Check
check
your
yourself,
heart.
like generally.
Do a general checkup,
yeah,
right?
It's very, very important.
And don't start. I heard your heart right now. Don't go telling me, UD, don't you know what's going on in the country? Excuse me. How much money are you saving? I used to tell a friend of mine, I say to her, I said, look, I will not save money and now die of hunger because I'm saving. Excuse you. Please. If I have to take care of me, take care of me.
UD is the
All
Chop
right?
Life
I will
gang
chop
president.
life in-
If you must know, yeah.
Okay, don't come for me. But let's get to the Guardian newspaper now. The big story. Only 7 of 20 subsidiaries viable as NNPCL battles 22 trillion naira debt. That's a lot of debt. Page 6 is carrying that story now. You see the breakdown underneath that very, very story. And let's get to this one now. It's on page 8. It says Obaseki Shaibu bicker over alleged plot to invade government house. Okay. All right. To now, page 9. PDP crisis deepens as North Central Caucus, insist on replacing Damagum. And to this one on page 9 as well. Oh, you're looking popular now. Federal government okays 350 billion naira to tackle flooding. 350 billion.
Is this different from the 108 billion naira
Quite
that has been,
different.
Okay.
350 billion naira. I have to sound that again to tackle flooding. Well, okay, a step in the right direction. I hope we are able to account for these monies. But anxiety as Tinubu's government braces for second mass protest in 2 months. Page 6, carrying that one. To page 5, following back to back now. All right, and this one says 96% of SMEs struggling under inflation control policies. Economists warn. That is a warning, this type of warning where you bring out your index finger and you're warning.
I'm warning
you. Right, but now to this one here we see, and it says Serap Action Aid demand INEC's prosecution of bribery offenses against governors' deputies. All right, you would find that one on page 5 of the Guardian newspaper. That would be all with the Guardian newspaper.
All right, the Nation newspaper is up next, and of course on the front page you have this one talking about the federal government $175 million investment in CNG to end reliance on petrol. All right, okay.
Okay.
All right, now this comes with 2 or 3 riders underneath that headline. The first one here says 70 buses expected. Labour students FCT get 64 to mark nation's independence. And then this one here says what's this now? Okay, it's major step to fight inflation, says Edun. All right, so if FCT, Labour, and also Nigerian students will be getting 64 to mark the nation's independence. Well, worried that I'll be embarking on a vacation tomorrow, I really would have come all out. Yes.
Right.
And by the way, I'm wearing green this morning.
Oh, yes.
Just to tell you how proud I am.
Just wait for it.
But then,
wait for it.
Someone is wearing blue or sky blue.
I know she was going to say that, right?
I don't know why you're doing this, UD. You are not patriotic. No, you are not patriotic.
We're father's land. We believe in this Nigeria. I believe in Nigeria, right?
Then why didn't you wear green? At least wear green or white.
Come on, it's not even the eve yet.
It
Just
doesn't
wait
matter.
for me for the eve and see how green I'm going to look. Right.
All right, guys, that's on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning. And then moving on, this one here says China-Nigeria bilateral bilateral trade hits 22 billion dollars, says Envo. That's on page 3. My plans for Ondo by PDP candidates, right? That's on page 38 of the Nation newspaper this morning. 40% of electricity users now have 20 hours supply, says Adilabu. That's a page 24 read. Yudi, how many hours,
2 days we've not seen it.
Are you serious?
Yes, up until last night. Okay, you know what? I don't even want to. I don't want to go through the length I had to go to ensure that at least I got my phone charged. Just my phone.
Let's be optimistic that you get to sleep with the light, till tomorrow, and probably till the day after tomorrow, because it's Independence Day tomorrow,
right?
And a lot is bound to happen.
It's going to happen.
This one here says police tighten security in Lagos over October 1 protest threat. That's on page 10. NRC probes ticket racketeering in Abuja Kaduna service. That's on page 3. Lion kills a handler at Obasanjo Presidential Library Zoo. That's on page 5 of the Nation newspaper this morning. And then leaders raise hope of brighter future. Right underneath it says 64th Independence Church services in FCT and state. Okay, this one here says foreign investors' portfolios hit 5-year high at 655.5 billion naira. What does that mean for the economy, by the way? That's one question that we should also ask.
Exactly.
And then this one here says 5 die after mass feeding in church. That's a page 8 read on the Nation newspaper this morning. Come on. I actually saw this headline and I'm like, what is going on? It was like a love, feast or something, and then a number of people already died.
It just passed on like that after having a love, feast sensation.
What were they fed, by the way?
That's the question.
They were overfed or something?
I want to believe it's food poisoning or something. Something in the food probably just doesn't go rightly with their immune or body system. But then it also leads us to the place of, is it the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency now? No. Yeah, that's one on the one part. And then NAFDAC.
Right.
That's right. These guys up your ante. But anyways, are we still having more?
Yes, the last one here on the Nation newspaper says, woman steals newborn at ceremony. And that's a page 8 read on the Nation newspaper this morning. A lot is really going on.
I saw a story just over the weekend about a woman who was ready to give up a 8-year-old child, for 500,000 naira.
Ooh.
Yeah, it has come to that.
It speaks volumes, if you ask me.
It says a lot now. But yes, let's move away from that one and bring you this very story, the big story with the Vanguard newspaper. October 1, police deploy in states as organizers insist on protest. Let me take that one again. October 1, that's the kicker, as Omoife would say. Police deploy in states as organizers insist on protest. It's got a couple of riders to it now. This one says government failed to address protesters' demands. Somebody's making that statement. Another one says hopes more detained protesters will be released today. And this one says refrain from any act of violence. Federal government is saying give federal government more time to fix economy. Kogi police are the ones saying this one, right? Not the Lagos police, not the Abuja police, but the Kogi police is saying give the federal government some more time. In other words, embark on a patience. We've been hearing that a lot. Maybe this time it's gotten to long suffering. But anyways, that might just be how you say it. But let's get to this one right here. It says restriction of protest to 2 designated venues still stands. Last G is saying that one, Lagos State government, that would be. And this one says CP Lagos meets organizers, assures on security, professionalism, and yet another rider. Jigawa police deploy men today. A lot of deployment. All right, and the last one, don't join any protest. NAUS tells the varsity students. All right, page 5 is that one. Quite a number, we told you already. A lot of things, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but we want to just stay on the positive side and hope that all that starts well will end well. Indeed, 64th Independence Anniversary interdenominational service, all right, that happened yesterday. And yes, we see this one. Labor accuses IOCs, manning agents of exploiting port workers. Page 13 is carrying the story. Now, let me take you to page 21. Kika. Cement. Demand soars amidst price hikes, declining purchasing power. Okay. And it's got a couple of riders to it, though. The riders, key players, record 76.6% rise in revenue. Another one, sales volume rises, expected to reach 32.8 MMT by year end. And this one says we effectively navigated headwinds. Dangote CEO is saying that one. And to this one will continue to grow despite low purchasing power. Somebody's saying that one there. And growth driven by federal government capes. All right. Okay, so analysts are saying that. And the very last one, investors swoop on companies' shares. All right, these are the riders to that big story. Cement. Demand soars amidst price hikes, declining purchasing power. Okay, so let's get to the base now. Serap to INEC chair. Obey judgment on electoral offenses. Or... when somebody says, you better do this if we have to do this, say, oh, that's how it sounds now. So Serap is actually giving yet another index finger warning to, the INEC chair right there. Page 10 is carrying that one. And to page 13, Nigeria could end insecurity in 1 year. If. Oh, there's a lot of if ors, and okay, Ndume is saying that, right? And this one above the Vanguard newspaper banner right now, you would find, I'm talking about the heights, the apogee, the peak. Federal government hands over 64 CNG buses to labor unions. Nans is saying that one there. All right, page 8 is carrying that one. And to this one, Afenifere will resist unitarianism in Nigerian politics. Okay, Power Minister, right, is saying over 40% of Nigerians now enjoy 20 hours of electricity. This reminds me of Rema's song. All right, I'll just leave it there. All right, and this one for sport lovers, page 39, you would carry it. And Rivers United, 2-0, Ayimba, and NPFL. Finidi, Rivers United overpower Ayimba. Okay, Finidi, you're doing good.
Well, if you ask me, I think, power supply has really improved, greatly or drastically, if you like, in recent times.
Right.
Probably because, it's been raining a lot, so
right.
we have a lot of water, at the dam and all of that.
Right.
Probably that's the reason why we have this, almost uninterrupted, power supply
well,
in the country. But I don't know what is obtainable in your area, so don't come for me.
I'm not coming for you. Nobody's coming for you. But probably because you're also living in the high ends of the country. Maybe that's why. Because I'm sure, and I'm telling you for sure, that there are people in this country who still have not seen a blink as much as, what do we call it now? Epileptic power supply? No, candlelight power supply? They've not seen it. They've not seen it. They don't even know what it is.
I agree with you.
Right.
Now let's take a look at the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. The blazing headline right there says, State creation, police top agenda, senators begin retreat on new constitution. Now right underneath it says, State police in line with global practice. Those against it are playing the ostrich. Senate leader, Southeast, South senators demand new state. New state? All right. You get that on page 22 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. More than 40%, Nigerians now enjoy 20 hours power supply daily. This is credited to the minister, Adebayo Adelabu.
Yeah.
Of course, the president had actually given, the ministers, I wouldn't want to say that was a marching order, but more like a directive, to bring the public, up to speed with, activities across, these ministries. And probably this is,
just maybe one of
them.
Yeah. Anyways,
nationwide strike. ASU 6 Abdul Salami Kuka Dangote's intervention. That's a page 2 read, on the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. And then Tinubu appoints Tegbe as China-Nigeria partnership. What's that now?
Cesar.
All
Okay,
right.
Cesar.
Okay, that's on page 7 this morning. And still on the Nigerian Tribune, China prepared to lend more. Federal government not discussing debt forgiveness with Beijing. This is coming from the minister. China prepared to lend more. Federal government not discussing debt forgiveness with Beijing. All right. Okay. That's a page 6 read this morning. Nigeria to save 5.4 trillion naira from subsidy removal in 2024.
Oh, okay.
5.4 trillion naira from subsidy removal in 2024. This is coming from Abiodun. That's on page 11. Right. I'd like you guys, to keep tabs on that.
Very well.
5.4 trillion naira, because in the days to come, we might just have to, ask how much we've been able to, garner from, the removal of subsidy. All right, this one here says lion kills a 35-year-old handler at Obansanjo Presidential Library Zoological Garden, and that's on page
27.
Okay, you've got sharp eyes, I must confess. Federal government hands over 64 CNG buses to labor unions and also National Association of Nigerian Students. That's on page 2.
Great.
Local government poll, court orders Rivers Electoral Commission to use 2023 voter register. Okay, and then the last one here says Edo election further exposes INEC's incompetence.
Wow.
This statement is credited to Afinefere, and that's on page 23. Okay, right underneath it says results lacks integrity. We are compiling documents to challenge, outcome in court. PDP talking there. That's about the size of headlines we're going to be reviewing this morning.
Exactly, but
on the pages.
Exactly. You heard it from our voices right here via this platform, Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. Get across social media platforms. Start with YouTube and subscribe at Eagles FM Abuja, and get across on Facebook too and see our lovely faces, the green and the blue, right? At Eagles FM Abuja. And as you also engage every other, social media platform, talking about TikTok, X, Instagram, and the rest at Eagles FM Abuja. Do well to also leave a comment so we know that you came, you saw, and together we are flying as conquerors. But we will take your calls right now and give you the numbers, but that would be after going to hear pay some bills. We'll be right back in a short bit.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Get the desired clients for your business and service and get your phones buzzing. From the 1st of September to the 31st of December, you can advertise and reach a large audience with the Eagles FM Ember Months package. Advertise on any of our platforms and get a whopping 30% discount. That's right, 30% discount. For more information, please call 080-5919-8658. 080-5919-8658 or 081-5791-7278. 081-5791-7278. The Eagles FM 102.3 FM Ember package is a sure way to getting a wider clientele for your business and service.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Heroes walk among us, unnoticed, uncelebrated, yet their impact shapes our nation. On the 2nd of October 2024 at 4 p.m., Nigeria will gather to honor the unsung heroes, those who have gone beyond the call of duty to uplift our great nation. Join us at the Nigerian Patriotism Awards at the prestigious Nikon Luxury Hotel, Abuja. Be part of this historic event. Together, let's celebrate the individuals who represent the true spirit of Nigeria. The Nigerian Patriotism Awards 2024, October 2nd, 4 p.m., Nikon Luxury Hotel, Abuja. Together, we rise. For more information, visit nigeriapatriotism.org or call 0803-059-6162, 0703-779-9765.
No AC? No problem. We're cooling it down.
Okay. Yes. We are so glad to still have a conversation with you. Vicky Vic stepping into the studio, letting us know to what the roadways feels like. Yeah, seems very free, right? So it means that you're tucked up, probably in your bed, or maybe for some of you who would like to go to your business places, yeah. But then the good thing, the greatest thing, the best thing that has ever happened to us will be the fact that we know and we are aware intuitively that you are listening to us.
That's right.
Rubber is what I gave to you right there. Yeah, let's hand down the numbers to you right there so you get to indeed talk to us and let us know your 2 cents, your thoughts, your feelings, your reaction, to these stories that we brought on the front pages of Nigerian newspapers to your audiovisual consciousness.
Right, you can call us on 090-8766-8888 or 090-7353-0044. Send a message or a voice note to the WhatsApp portal on 0909-705-4450. Please make sure to keep your voice note very brief. As a matter of fact, 1 minute 30 seconds
exactly
is the standard. And do well to state your name and location
very
at
important.
the beginning
Sure.
of your voice recording.
Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Mayor.
Mayor feels good. Talk to us, Mayor.
I want to ask you, in your area, do you get stable lights that maybe we are celebrating? We are beginning to light ourselves.
Right.
That's the only matter that maybe is paying it. We are paying high bill, and we didn't see the light, and somebody is there somewhere begin to light. When we going to stop all these things, the kind of person that maybe he didn't criticize, but in this kind of aspect, I'm not happy with it. Anybody that is doing it, let it stop it.
Okay.
Because we are paying high money and we didn't see any light. Who does that? Who does that?
Right.
This kind of God.
Oh my
Let me not.
I get that, Mayor.
Mayor,
Mayor,
thank you
right
so
there,
much for
feeling so
calling.
aggrieved. You can feel that. But Mayor, yes, for want of not wanting to agree with, Omefe, I can agree, indeed, on this one. There has been an upliftment, more like a deliverance, in the lighting, of Nigeria. But yeah, maybe we are only speaking because of certain places that we've been privileged to see light, where we didn't quite expect that we would ever see lights, endure for or linger or tarry for a while, So that would not be lies. But anyways, you're also making your point very clear. And if you also recall, Omoife, I knew that there was going to be a firing darts that will be thrown. But yeah, the truth is, there has been some improvements. Let's not just, I don't even want to lie, right? But then, has it really gotten to the ends of, where we ought to be? As the people who are still out there 6 months out in darkness, have they been able to smile indeed? No. A larger mass proportion are still plagued with darkness to be their consolation and their friend. And that's not nice. All right, that's Miss Skip call. The call's coming through, and we will indeed have that conversation. Yes. 0907-353-0044 is that number to call. Taking this call. Hello and good morning.
Hello, Oga Udwak.
Yes, good morning,
God bless
please.
you.
Yeah.
Happy Independence in advance.
In advance
to
too.
Waiting to win an entire staff of Ego FM. Only God Almighty will give you the charisma to cushion the wilderness of prison. Thank you.
Thank you, too.
Dr. Prince, the line call from Carimo.
All right. Let's get into it. Straight to the point.
What I'm just trying to say is this. Tomorrow is going to be the 64 years that we have gotten our independence. In fact, a lot of development has been achieved. No matter whatever be the case, even because there is progress at the end of the day, of every day in Nigeria, but let the officials, the people who are in the preference of authority, the people in the excellent political position,
right,
should be able to know that we have given them the power to lead us, not to mislead us, or not to harm us. Why am I saying so? Nigeria is known as the number 12 most borrowed nation in the whole world. It's something that's very, very saddening and also very, very inimical.
Yeah.
It's not good at all. It's able to help us. A philosopher said that not interested in power, for power's sake, but I'm interested in power that produces equity, justice, fairness. Not power that produces corruption, nepotism, violence here and there.
Right.
Nigeria is far developed and grown out of borrowing to be borrowing nation. Assuming that this money that has been borrowed are used to industrialize a state out of 6 vertical zone in this country. We are going to be as heaven as heaven as possible, because it will cushion what we call employment opportunity. All the job seekers will find themselves being employed.
Okay.
And
Okay, Prince Ike. Yeah.
Confusion, instability.
All right, Prince Ike, your time will be up now.
Help us once again.
All right, thank you so much, Prince Ike. Please, let's try and keep the time very, very important so that we can also get to listen to every other family member. Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Odua.
Yes, good morning, please.
Edanoja is my name. I'm calling from Cuba.
Honestly, welcome. Elder
Good morning, my sister there.
Good morning to you, sir.
Let me go straight to my point.
Exactly.
Celebrating Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
Independence Day, I call it Struggle Day, not Independence Day.
Oh, dear.
The day when they give independence to Nigeria, that day they give us the trouble. The British government now have patience to train our politicians before they give them the government. Like a religious politics on the ground, fighting with themselves, and then they hand over the government to them. Tafa Balewa, this, and then I won't know where they drag us into war. And then a group of us, Anoja by that time, we went, go fight for Nigeria and bring Nigeria together for them. And then when Nancy was in, politicians came back again. Give us the government. We give the government to Shogari, and then Shogari collapse Nigeria again. Nancy take over. From taking over.
All right, Elder, for want of time, please, we would like you to stick to the front page of Nigeria.
It's a trouble day.
Okay.
Not democratic day. The day when they give us the government, the day the trouble starts, stealing, corruption, everything, because our position, they are not fair before they hand over the Nigeria to them.
Okay,
thank you very much. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Right, God bless Nigeria. I'm glad you ended on that note, because that breakdown was a bit scary. A little bit scary. But yeah, look, everybody wants independence. That's the truth, right? It's good to go back in history. Memory lane, talk about history and all of that. But look, the thing is not about history anymore. We know all of that history. The thing will now be, what are we doing with this opportunity? Because if you ask me, it's a golden opportunity that we have to change the narrative, to set a new trajectory for Nigeria and the future of Nigeria, to place Nigeria on that pedestal stool where in the world, when you call 5 countries, you should call Nigeria as one of the world powers. That's what we are saying, and all hands should be on deck, and I think that's what the conversation should really be basically about. But we're still seeing more calls coming through, and we want to appreciate you for that. But let's take this one.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Odwak.
Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name?
Comrade Anthony from Suleja.
All right. Comrade, welcome aboard.
Thank you so much, Mr. Odwak. You see, one thing about Nigerian is this.
Mm-hmm.
If I am getting it clear and the other person is not getting it clear, I that is getting it clear, make it to see as if maybe the other person is not doing enough.
Right.
In my area, as I'm talking to you, we don't have electricity. We don't have light for a very long time. Now, if others are not having electricity in their own area, and I'm not having it in my own, does it mean that the electricity supply in Nigeria has improved? It has not improved.
Okay.
Because in my area, we are also part of Nigeria.
That's right.
You can see that when we are talking about this APC government, it's not as if we are against it. What we are saying is this: they should do things that would benefit the general masses as a nation, instead of being selective and doing things, implementing policy that are anti-people. You will agree with me, Mr. Odwak,
yes, please,
that since the inception of APC government, Nigeria has never been in peace. We have never known any progress. We have never moved from any thing that will even make ameliorate the sufferings of Nigeria. Rather, They keep giving us excuses, keep telling us we should have more time, we should give them more time, we should be patient. Why they themselves, their families and their colleagues live extravagantly.
Right.
You can see the nation where we find ourselves. We are not better off than where the PDP left us. In fact, the PDP were even better compared to this APC government. The APC government are government full of lies.
Comrade. Let's not do all of that.
Please,
Let's just face the conversation. Face the conversation. No, the point is, I'm not to listen. Would you listen? Would you listen?
Listen to me.
Okay, you don't want to listen, and then there is no point for that, right? I've seen. Okay. Well,
yeah, very frankly, I mean, when we talked about, that particular headline where the Minister of Power said that Nigerians are now enjoying 20 hours of, power supply, we actually just, made reference to, some areas where indeed they are really enjoying, this 20 hours, uninterrupted power supply. Right. However, Uduak did mention that in his own area, right, there hasn't been light. So that actually strikes a balance. Right. It's not like we're trying to, further, amplify, the thought patterns or the viewpoint of the, the power, the Minister of Power, the person of Adebayo, Adelabo. At the same time, I think we need to just, stay civil, especially when we're having conversations like this on national radio. We must also understand that the station is not trying to gag your opinions or your viewpoints or your thoughts, but we're just saying that as much as these things are really very passionate and really very disturbing for us Nigerians, we should actually look at the way forward as opposed to, crying over, a spilled milk.
Exactly. All right. You've said it better than I would have ever said it. But yeah, that's exactly that a bit sums everything up. But let's quickly get on to the WhatsApp portal now and hear from you at this point in time as you bring your thoughts, on, the discourse this morning. But yeah, let's see a couple of messages via the WhatsApp portal. Okay, we'll just it's going to be a smart read. Let's begin with this one here.
Samuel from Kuje says, good morning to you, my brother Uduak Daniel, and good morning to you, my sister Moife. Congratulations and welcome to a new day and new week. As Nigeria clocks 64 years tomorrow, I have the following questions to ask. Where are we heading to as a nation? Where are we now? Is it where we're supposed to be as a nation? Have we gotten it right since independence in the area of governance? God bless Nigeria. God bless Eagles FM. May God make it easy for us in this country. In Jesus' name, thank you so much and have a wonderful day ahead.
UD and Omofe.
Right. This one here says, good morning, UD and Omofe. Senators retreat on new constitution and divided on regionalism. To me, Nigeria does not need a new constitution to progress. It is the desire of our political elites to do the right thing that matters. After all, Britain has no written constitution but convention, and they have done well as a country. The senators are fresh from recess, and it is expected of them to address the problems of security, economy, and hunger in the land instead of, dissipating energy on new constitution. Have a nice day. Yusuf from Wusetu there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Yusuf, though. Appreciate.
And then this one here says, give the government more time has been the excuse of the present government. Now the police has actually joined suit. That cliche has to stop. Right. Chinonso from Suleja, thank you so much.
That's right. Thank you so much, Chinonso, for that one. Yes. And then let's get on to the WhatsApp still with the WhatsApp and take your voice messages. Oh, I think I missed a message, earlier. If I'm not mistaken. Yes.
Okay. This one here says from Alhaji Gafaru Aremu Ijedodo, Lagos.
That's where he's messaging from.
Okay. Wike made Ijoman River State governor. Anybody's from Ijo to come and challenge. Okay.
Oh, okay.
PDP,
I don't get it.
PDP crying of Edo elections. Where were they when Obaseki was fighting with the Oba and elders in Benin? Dangote refinery is not for poor people in Nigeria. It is for the big men. What happened to Dangote cement? Before Dangote cement factory commenced production, cement was between 800 to 1,200 naira, and immediately Dangote began, production, it actually rose to 3,000 naira. Look at fuel now. How much is fuel? Compared to what was obtainable before. God Almighty will change our behavior in this country.
Right.
And we say
amen to that one, I say, because that's the only leverage that we have now. Let's take this one.
Good morning. My name is Salasi. I greet Uduak Daniel. I greet Moefe. and I greet the listeners and callers of this great radio station, like people do from Wari. Bright, I greet you. Bibi Blessing, it's been long that I heard from you. Talatu, it's been long that I hear from you. Ochanya, I greet you. I greet the listeners and callers of this great radio station. Now, 64 vehicle for Abuja. Then how about other states? That is the question. If they will give this 64 vehicle for celebrating 64 years anniversary, how about other states? And how are we going to even see this vehicle to be partaker of this vehicle? I hope it will reach our side. Then, issue of insecurity. Look at what is going on in Kaduna. See how bandits have been attacking hospitals, kidnapping people. You could imagine someone that is on medication. You could imagine someone that is in hospital being kidnapped by this bandit, and they are kidnapping the nurses. I think that they are even using these nurses to treat their victims on one way or the other. We are urging the government to do the needful. When it comes to insecurity, I will conclude by saying, today victims are yesterday's survivor. Tomorrow victims are today's survivor. It could be anyone out there listening to me. We are urging the government to do the needful when it comes to insecurity. Thank you. Nagodi.
Very well, thank you, Selassie, for that one. Now let's get with this one.
Good morning, UT.
Good morning to you, Al-Amin.
This is Alami from Apple Legislative Quarters. I greet the listeners and callers of our radio station this morning. On the comment by the Minister for Power, Mr. Adelabu, that 40% of Nigerians enjoy 20 hours of electricity supply. I was one of those that was very skeptical about his appointment. I felt then that it was a square peg in the round hole. But I always love when people prove me wrong. I think to a large extent, he has done more than, has surpassed my expectation. And his claims are never far from the truth. Even his greatest critics, even the enemies, of the Nigerian state who never sees anything good about the country, are on social media defending him and also confirming that electricity power supply has improved greatly. And then for those associating it with rainy season, the question I will ask is this the first time we're having a rainy season in Nigeria? Have we not been having rainy season, even flooding why didn't we take advantage of those excess waters in the past and use it to improve our power supply? I'll just leave it at that. Thank you so much.
All right, Al-Amin, thank you for that too, right? But yes, the conversation is still trending right here. Thank you so much, Al-Amin. Let's get to yet another voice now.
Door of Obong Odwak Daniel and Lady. Good morning. Okay. The door of Obong Odwak Daniel and Lady Omo Ife. God bless your day. My name is Comrade Olobasi.
Right.
Please, let it be known that the proposed 350 billion naira earmarked by the federal government to mitigate the havoc of being wrecked by erosion all over the country will, as usual, end up doing nothing but into the pockets of the officials saddled with the responsibility of managing these funds. We have seen it before, and nothing will change, especially at this point in time. In addition, the Minister of Power, Mr. Adelabu, is not speaking the truth by saying that the public is now enjoying more than 20 hours of our electricity supply. It is an excuse to gather every area, especially a place like Buhari Area Council that is in the suburb, to gather them together with those living in Maitama area, in Maitama district, in order for the bill or to build at the same level as those people there. It is also to escape being dropped by the proposed cabinet reshuffle. So we are saying that the man Adelabu is not working. He should be dropped from being a minister in Nigeria because we are suffering. Many people are not enjoying up to 6 or 7 hours of electricity supply in this area, especially in the suburb. And I don't see any reason why this man will gather everybody and place them the same level in Band A. Please, enough of this cheating. God bless Nigeria. I am Mr. Olobasi. God bless you, sir.
All right, Comrade Olobasi, please, like we always say, please, as you mention your name, let us know where it is, that you are messaging from. But yeah, thank you, far too kind for that one. Let's hear it from Triple D right now.
My name is Triple D. I celebrate you. I'm good to hear your voice.
Right.
I want to comment on the PDP confusion and then unstable party as PDP. Well, my own take is the law of karma is always real. Sometimes I go in this radio station, I always say the law of karma is real, but somebody always tell me, am I sure? Yes, I'm very 100% sure. Remember the 5 top politicians in PDP that ran away to APC? They went.
Oh, come on. Apologies, Triple D, for that.
When I give them all the pin code and the secrets, and now they return back again to PDP and they want to wrestle power. So God has now equally raised somebody to cause confusion for them. They should just better know what to do before 2027 so that they will not be blaming anybody.
Okay.
Well, on the issue of CNG bus, we are just by the corner. I pray it works, but until I see it, before I comment.
All right.
Those that eat after, eating the food and they died, we just pray. May their soul rest in peace. God bless Nigeria. Right. God bless Eagles FM.
That's right. God bless.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, well, we got a couple of messages still. Okay, just before we take this, we should start with this one now.
All right, this one here says, good morning, the Eagles FM crew. My
morning.
name is Honorable Edward from Apo. I want to talk about electricity. In Apo resettlement, we're having almost 24 hours electricity, but it is too expensive. This may increase corruption and insecurity because a lot of people will engage in illegal acts. This is how much I bought this morning, 17 unit for 4,000. How about now?
For
right.
17. No.
And even sent,
He had to send us a screenshot
just for us to see.
My goodness,
Right.
Honorable Edwards, this is serious. But yeah, why am I sounding surprised? I mean, in my area, it's over 5,000 naira. What can we say? Made complaints, and there's always the order, the same story, the old same story. But let's just take this one and call it a close.
Good morning, UD and Omohefe. Hope you
Good
guys
morning.
had a great weekend show.
Exactly,
We
you did.
This is James from Suleja.
Welcome,
NEMA
James.
monitor Niger Benue River while many communities were submerged in Niger State last week. Why won't, a heart-related diseases spike when the current state of the nation, when almost everyone is living on the edge over economic and insecurity realities? It is well. Let the NNPCL national embarrassment continue while we have a Minister of Petroleum who seems to have failed. Okay. 93% of manufacturers struggling is no news, as we have been talking about this for months now.
Right.
We've been hearing about CNG buses and all their lofty expectations for over a year now. Actions speak louder than voice. All talk and no work makes Jack a dull government.
Right.
Okay, this is new to me now.
Okay.
Now, how 64 CNG buses is supposed to fight inflation is a discussion for another day. 64 vehicles to mark 64 years anniversary. Like I said, the government is more interested in playing politics than governance. 40% of Nigerians enjoy 20 hours power supply. Really? That now means they have migrated 40% of Nigerians to band A. Anyways, we made our positions known months ago when these electricity tariff high conversation started.
Right. Okay, but we'll just sneak this one in very quickly.
That's
though.
right. Good morning, Daniel Andefe. I'm listening
morning
from
to you.
Nasarawa State. It is now clear that PDP federal-led government is far better than APC government, only full of promises and asking for time, from the suffering Nigerians. Why those in government continue to enjoy themselves with government money? Even if you give Tinubu 20 years as president, he will still ask for more time.
Right.
Tinubu government and Buhari brought us into a mess.
Okay.
Bihundu. All right. Your opinion, though. Thank you so much.
All right, thank
I
you
guess
so
that'll
much.
be it.
That's going to be it already. And talking about the more time, language right now. I mean, the PDP, the People's Democratic Party, PDP had requested an extension of time, to respond to quite a number of petitions from the All Progressives Congress, challenging the outcome of the 2023 presidential election. Now, even when they were still in power too, they also had asked for time. Oh, give us time, Nigeria. You know what? We're putting everything in place and everything. Look, I would tell you, as many of you are also saying, look, many are saying these two are still the same. I mean,
That's right.
We've seen a lot of cross-carpeting, migration, and here and there, and there is no solid law that is stopping that act of movement from one party to the other. And yes, it's causing a brouhaha, and it makes us also want to go ha-ha. But yeah, we'll leave it there. But thank you so much, though, for being a part of this one. We'll come back at 9 o'clock and have this conversation with you, but this time it's going to be on a different dimension, because we'll be talking politics and current affairs. And remember, the powers in the people, and politics is what we address. Vic will be stepping into the studio just to take you on sports on Eagles Wings in a short bit. My name is Udwak Daniel.
And I am Omoefe Peace Osemere.
Don't go away.